Oh no, the camera's not working. That is not good. Why is my camera not working? Can y'all hear me right now? Come on, YouTube. Okay. Can y'all hear me? Check, check. Um, I have not a clue why this isn't working. Huh. You see me? You see the video? I cannot see my video. You see my video right now, Artem? You see me and you hear me. Okay, right on. Well, here we go, folks. I have no visibility to see what you're seeing right now, but good evening and good day, whatever time it is for you. I am thankful that you're here. Looking forward to spending some time with you. Thanks for helping me through that sound check and video check, Artem. Unfortunately, I do not have visibility at all. If the stream starts going out, I am going to need y'all to tell me what you see because I see no evidence that the stream is working other than you in the chat. So we'll just roll with it. If you see me and you hear me, YouTube, get with the program. Fix your stuff. Why are you glitching out lately? Anyways, what are you excited about? This is what I want to talk today. This is the theme. I want to know. And Sean, the almost American, says, "Hey, Tara. Hey, nice to see you in the chat. I have zero visibility to what's going on the stream. So hopefully it's framed well and clear. If y'all could do me a favor and hit the like button, that would be so helpful. It helps us find new friends. Like Sean, the almost American, just found us a few weeks ago, I believe it was. It hasn't been too long now. Looking and sounding good. All right. Well, that is good to know because I see nothing on my end. Uh, wow, I didn't know I could share my screen. That's interesting. Okay. Well, we're just rolling with it, folks. We're seeing what's going on. Maybe it'll fix itself over the course of this stream. My name is Tara. I'm a peer support specialist and an engineer. Always going to be an engineer turned peer support specialist. I specialize in supporting people through mental health recovery and substance misuse recovery. So if that's you, I am so glad you're here. And that's me. I check both of those boxes, and I'm happy to report that my recovery is feeling more stable than ever these days. It feels really rewarding to have put so much effort into my recovery. So much so that I'm focusing on things that feel good these days. I hope you are too. I know that it can be frustrating sometimes to hear people doing well talk about things that are going good for them when we're feeling down and out. So if that's you and there's nothing that excites you right now, you're in good company. I'm still glad you're here. And if you want to share what's going on, I am definitely curious both to hear what excites you and if you care to talk about the other side of that coin as to why you can't find excitement. I have been there, I'm coming out of it, and I'm happy, like I said, to report that I'm feeling pretty darn good today. So I thought it would be productive and feel good to talk about what excites us today. So I'll get the ball rolling. I'll get the ball rolling. I am, again, thrilled to report that I am excited by the most mundane thing right now. I have a list of things that I'm excited about. I'd rather hear what you're excited about, but I know sometimes it can be Well, I know sometimes it's usually better if I model and share what I'm really excited about first or whatever the topic is first, and that can get the ball rolling. So Sean says, I'm here spending a week with the family at Lake. I can't see exactly what it says because the heart cuts it off, but I think it's Lake Havasu. It is. I just was able to see it. So I'm here spending a week with the family at Lake Havasu, and the sun is shining and it's not 120 degrees. Sean, that's so exciting. That is exciting. Way to get the ball rolling. Thank you for sharing that. I don't know if you knew this, Sean. We're getting to know each other right now. I used to live in Arizona. To be clear and frank, I've never been to Havasu, but I've heard beautiful things. Sean, didn't you have to win a lottery to even be able to get to Havasu? And what was that like? And what are y'all doing at Havasu? There's so much to do there. I hear it's an absolutely beautiful place. I want to know all about the exciting stuff going on, Sean. Rev Rasheen in the house. Tara, being on your live streams make me smile and excited to see your beautiful smiling face. Rev Rashim, I'm so happy that you can see me because for some reason I cannot see anything. I can't see what you see right now. So hopefully the frame is decent. I heard the sound and the video are fine. So that's good news. I'm happy to hear that that you're getting some kind of audio feed and video feed. That's good news. And likewise, it's always nice to see you here, Rev Regime. Artem laughs out loud. I am also very excited about something very mundane. I want to hear from everyone else first, though. That's fair, Artem. That's fair. I wonder if our mundane thing is the same. Probably not. Probably mine is so unbelievably mundane, but I am so psyched about it. The first thing I have to talk about anyway. And I'm glad I don't know if I said this already, Artem, but I'm glad I'm not the only one that's psyched about something that I've never been excited about this ever in my life. So progress. Sean says, thankfully, spring break is over locally. That's really good timing, Sean. I'm so happy that you can have Havasu in a peaceful manner. It's somewhat quieter. We are fortunate to be able to afford these trips. Yeah, for real, Sean. And did you have to? Maybe you're in the middle of replying. I don't want to jump the gun if you're in the middle of it, but I'm very curious about how you. Don't you have to like apply ahead of time and win a lottery to get into Havasu? Rev Rashim, when you counsel people, what brings you the most joy about doing it? Okay, Rev, I am going to answer your question, but I am going to get the ball rolling on what makes me really excited. I never thought I would be excited about something like this before, but drum roll. That was a weak drum roll, but you get the picture. I am so excited about this new mop that I got. It has been so long since I have purchased cleaning supplies. As some of you know, I lived in my car for 5 years and then in shelters for a few years, and then transitioned into supportive housing and had a housekeeper, someone who came in, cleaned my bathroom, cleaned uh, my sink, swept and mopped my floors for the past year. I have had that. And now some of you know that I recently moved into a new place. I was concerned about housekeeping and with my mental health. Am I going to be able to keep it up? I don't want to live in squalor. It's important to me to have a clean environment. I have been blessed the past year to have someone who has supported me. I had to do the deep cleaning. She doesn't do deep. She didn't do deep cleaning or anything like that. But it was a huge concern of mine that I would be able to keep my environment clean and comfortable for myself. I So far, it's been a couple weeks, so I know we're still at the beginning, but I'm doing a really good job, and I'm excited to report that I got a new mop. It's a bougie mop, as I'm calling it. Spent a yeah, it's not a super expensive mop, but I spent a little more on it than I probably would have if I would have gotten just a normal mop. But I tell you what, I think it's worth it. It's got a pedal and a centrifugal basket that you put the mop in, and you like pump it with your foot, and it's a microfiber, reusable, washable attachment that can be replaceable, after it's been used so many times. I'm very excited about it. And I don't know if y'all knew this. I've been doing a little bit of research, and I've always cleaned with vinegar. It's very effective, it's very affordable, it works really well. And I just found out if you put a few drops of baby oil in the vinegar solution, like warm water, vinegar, a gallon of warm water, a cup of vinegar, and 3 or 4 or 5, I think it said, I'll have to revisit that, but like 3 to 5 drops of baby oil in the vinegar solution, the diluted vinegar, it will make my they're not wood, but they're like it's plank wood flooring. So it will make my plank floors shiny and beautiful. I just picked up the mop today, paid for it last night, picked it up today. I am so excited about it. So now you hear me. It's the most mundane thing. Like, I have never enjoyed mopping before, I've never enjoyed cleaning before. But I'm really surprised at how I've been able to show up for myself, and I'm actually really enjoying the cleaning these days. I just can't even tell you how exciting that actually is, because I was so nervous about it moving into this place. So, Rev Rashim, back to your question. Oh, and really quick. So that's what I'm really excited about right now. I want to know what you're really excited about. Tell me all about it. Tell me exactly what it is. Tell me why you're excited about it. I want to hear everything you have to share. And again, if you're in a mood where excitement is not something you want to hear about, I want to hear what's going on with you too. And I hope you know you're welcome here, even if you're not excited about anything. If you do care to share what you're going through, we're here for you. And you don't have to be excited about anything to stay here and have good company. So Rev Rashim says, whoops, I went back too far. When you counsel people, what brings you the most joy about doing it? Okay, Rev. So I think this is a good segue for a point of clarification. It's actually a perfect setup for this clarification. As a peer support specialist, I am not trained or certified to counsel. I'm not a counselor. What I can offer is support, as is in the name, meaning giving a validating ear to what it is that you're going through, sharing my lived experience when I have lived experience and have something that I can relate to what you're saying, and then supporting or helping you navigate your own path. So I really like peer support for that reason. Something I had major issue with in my early recovery was people telling me what to do. People telling me get a job. People telling me go to 12-step meetings. XYZ, whatever it was, always felt like I always felt resistant to being told what to do. And that's a very common trauma response with people, is not wanting to follow instruction that's provided. And so I really like peer support for the reason that I don't advise or we peer support specialists or peer recovery specialists, depending on what state you're in, we don't tell people what to do. We help you navigate your own desires, your own needs to find a solution that works for you, or a set of solutions. Most often, it's a set of solutions that works for you. So, the ultimate goal of a peer support specialist is to work ourselves out of a job because eventually you won't need us anymore. That being said, I hope that nobody phases out, but I know y'all have lives. I know eventually you won't need my support anymore because y'all are resilient and you have exactly what it takes to get the job done that you want to get done. Or if that word doesn't work for you, to accomplish exactly what it is in life that you're working towards or dreaming of. Like, I have full faith that you will be able to achieve that. Sometimes we need a little support. Sometimes we need someone in our corner that believes in us and sees positive things and what we can accomplish, sees potential in us. And I want to be that person for you. So I am glad you're here. If you're just joining, my name is Tara. I'm a peer support specialist. Once was an engineer, still an engineer, but turned peer support specialist. I support people in recovery from mental health and substance use conditions. So if that's you, you're in the right place. I'm so glad you're here. Drop a comment. Let me know who you are. Let me know what you're excited about today. If that's not you, or if you're not excited about something, are you still welcome? You bet your bottom you are. I'm so glad you're here. And I'm so excited to see what y'all have to say. So let's get back to the comments here. Rev, one more thing I want to say, because I danced around your question, but if I could rephrase your question and say, when I support people, what brings me the most joy about doing it? Well, when I support people, it brings me the most joy when people have eureka moments on their own. Sometimes it just takes the right question, someone listening to us, somebody really hearing us, what we're saying and what we're not saying, to be able to have an epiphany. When people have those mind shifts, or if people have been having a series of bad days, but it was support that I provided that helps them to get past those series of bad, I mean, really, the credit is yours. Like, if you've been having a series of bad days and you break through that, the credit is yours. I love seeing transformation in people. I think that's one of my favorite things. Also, having been trained to provide support, it feels really nice to see people being receptive to it, because nobody wants to be told what to do. And it takes time to build relationships with therapists and things like that. But it's really rewarding to me to have somebody express something and know how to best support them based on what stage they're in. Like, to be able to identify what stage of change they're in and support them in that. Schoolboy Kai in the house, Maddie Torrance, welcome. Steve Gonzalez, hey, I'm so excited to hear what y'all have to say. I got to go back and I want to hit all the comments. If I have to go forward, no, we're not doing that today because I want to hear what you're excited about. So Sean says there is no lottery system that I'm aware of. We just looked on Airbnb and chose a place. Right on, Sean. Well, that is exciting. Steve Gonzalez says, my first time here on your stream. We spoke on Tim's stream. Steve, I remember you. I'm so glad you're here. How are you doing? I want to know all about it. I want to know exactly where you're at on your journey. And obviously, we're talking about what's exciting. Maybe you put something in the comments about it. You did. We'll get to that, Steve. Actually, I'm going to get to it now. Steve says, I'm excited about my future being sober. 100%. Been alcohol free for 2 months and never felt better. Steve, 2 months is amazing. I'm so proud of you. And I'm so glad that you made it over here. I'm feeling frisky this evening. I'm feeling like super, super psyched on this topic. And I'm excited for you, Steve, that you feel excited about your sobriety. I am not sure I was in that same place for quite some time, but coming up on 3 years here, and I am excited about that. I never thought I would get that far. Steve, I want to know how you've managed to stay sober for 2 months and feel good about it. What are your secrets? Sean loves the spinning mops. Oh, me too. I used them at the safe house that I lived at. We had the same mop. I'm so psyched to get my hands on this mop. I did not have time to use it before this stream today, but I'll either use it tonight or tomorrow. Rev, I'm excited about the possibility of me going to Long Island, New York for my birthday at the end of May. I will most likely see an older brother for the first time in nearly 15 years. Wow, Rev. First of all, happy early birthday in May. That's super exciting. May what, Rev Rashim? What if you feel comfortable sharing? Also, uh, how did it end up that you and your brother are going to see each other for the first time in 15 years? That is exciting. Sean, yes, that's them. You can do walls with them as well. The spinning mop, I hadn't even thought about walls, Sean. Whoa, you're blowing my mind right now. Artem, that sounds like a very fancy mop, Tara. I thought it was supposed to be mundane. You think it's exciting, Artem, my new exciting spinning mop? It actually pretty affordable considering what you get. And I got it on sale. So I got it was $5 off at Target. And for spending a certain amount of money on household goods, I ended up and shopping the sales, I ended up racking up $20 worth of gift cards. So ultimately, I spent about the same as I would if I would have got a mop at like Ace or something, just a traditional mop. So I'm feeling all kinds of good vibes about it. Maddie, where is my Tara? I'm not going to make it without her. I need my schmoopy. Maddie, you're Maddie, can you see me? Because your comment makes me think that you cannot. If y'all in the comments, I have no visibility to what y'all are seeing right now. So if you could just let me know that you can see and hear me, that would be very helpful. And if you could like this stream, that would be very helpful as well to get the message out and put this video in other people's feeds so we can get more people in here to join the conversation. Schoolboy Kai says, what excites me is the NBA playoffs. Okay, Schoolboy. Okay. I have not been following basketball at all, except for when the Suns were in the playoffs and I was living in Phoenix. I followed that. But March Madness, right? That must be happening right now. Maddie's excited about me. Well, thanks, Maddie. Schoolboy Kai, Lord, I can't wait for that season. Men can only know about this. I thought it was happening now. Aren't the playoffs happening now? Schoolboy Kai, educate me. I have not been I've been out of that loop. What is the salary of a peer support specialist? Good question, Schoolboy Kai. It ain't that much. It's pretty much in California minimum wage, to be frank. If that answers your question. Steve Gonzalez, I'm excited about my future being sober. Oh, we read this already. Steve, I'm so proud of you. Maddie, between engineer and peer support specialist, Tara traveled with the circus as a lion tamer. Wouldn't that be something? Yeah, if that was part of my story, I would not be surprised. And speaking of a lion tamer, Maddie, when's your birthday? Can I ask when your birthday is? Good to be here, says Steve. Steve, I'm so glad you're here. Yeah, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling frisky. That's for sure. Congrats, Tara, on 3 years. That's amazing. To answer your question, I changed the way I look at alcohol. I started seeing it for what it is, poison, and I substituted it for fitness. Okay, so you're taking care of your body these days, Steve. That's great news. That's really great news. I need to follow your lead on that and jump back on the fitness horse because I've been slacking for the past few months, to be honest. I feel pretty good though. Like it hasn't been so long that I'm like, oh, I'm just tired all the time. Like, no, but I do need to hop back on the fitness horse, get my butt into some classes. I've got a couple of memberships at different places. So, what substitute for fitness? Steve, what's your jam? What are you into in terms of fitness? Artem, I like mundane things for simplicity's sake. I like minimalism. I don't do enough of it. I got more stuff than I'll ever have time to utilize, and it's not much. You and me both, Artem. I don't have much either. I've got, I don't know if you can see it or not because I can't see what you see, but I've got my surfboard behind me, and that is pretty much all I've got in here right now. I did find out today. I'll tell you one more thing I'm excited about. There's so much to be thankful for and excited about right now for me, and I'm truly blessed to be sharing this with you. I got a bed. It was not delivered today. It'll get delivered either this week or next week, and I don't know exactly when, but I finally, it's been a couple weeks that I've been sleeping on a guest bed on the floor. It's a comfortable guest bed. It's like a memory foam guest bed that my friend let me borrow. I'm so thankful that I was able to manage getting a bed, and it's a queen. Do you know I have never had a queen in my life, and I'm really excited about it. So, Artem, to your point, I think maybe it's easier to be excited about mundane things when you don't have a lot. What do you think about that? I mean, that's basically what you said. What do y'all think about that? Minimalism. Anybody else here minimalist? I'm not sure I would put myself in that category because I have a lot of stuff, uh, like just in case type of stuff, extra band-aids, a backup hydrogen peroxide, backup this, backup that. So I'm not a minimalist in that sense, but like to have just my surfboard pretty much in here is more or less minimalist. But I did some furniture shopping last week, and that'll also be delivered this week or next. So it's going to start looking very different in here soon. Schoolboy Kai, no, they will now do a play and tournament. 7 to 10 teams. Whoever wins gets to be the first round of the playoffs. Well, Schoolboy Kai, I am psyched for you that you're excited about that. I know when I'm following sports and have a team that's in playoffs or championships or whatever it may be, that I'm psyched. I'm psyched for you. You sound super excited about it. East versus West. Phoenix are number 6 in the West, so that means they're making it to the playoffs. Hey, I feel like I can't be too excited about that, because it's been a while since I've followed the Suns, but that's exciting though. I bet my brother's psyched. I'll have to talk to him about that. I'm going to make a note to talk to my bro about that. He's probably stoked. Thanks for sharing that, Schoolboy Kai. Okay, Steve says boxing, jogging, calisthenics. Boxing changed my life 100%. Congrats on your new bed, Tara. Thank you so much. I can't believe it. I thought I was going to be sleeping on the floor for at least another month while while I scrape up the money to buy something. Calisthenics. I am wondering what calisthenics is. I might have to look it up, but I want to get caught up first. Calisthenics. What is calisthenics if somebody cares to answer? And you're a boxer. That's cool. I personally, I like walking. I'm hiking. It's been a while since I've done it. Well, I mean, I walk every day, but I used to hike quite a bit when I was climbing a lot outside, and I really, I came to love hiking. I didn't like it in the beginning, but I could get behind jogging. I like how you say jogging and not running. Running, I don't, I do it sometimes because I want to and it feels good, but unless I really am feeling like it, I never try to make myself do it. Steve, do you find that you have to push yourself to um, show up for fitness related activities, or are you just psyched to be doing them? Like, can you not get enough of them? Artem, bed is too much for me. I roll with a mattress on the floor. All you need, I love it. Well, that's what I have right now. I have a twin guest bed and I am getting a queen. Psyched. Schoolboy Kai, I don't mind wearing clothes at home. Me either, Schoolboy Kai. Steve says, definitely big on minimalism. Don't own a lot and happy. It's interesting. I think it is easier, just like Tim. Tim is 100% a minimalist, and it makes it easy for him to move around. It was amazing to me that I accumulated so many odds and ends living in my car and in shelters for a couple of years. Like, I wouldn't think that I had that much stuff, but like, I have more stuff than I care to admit. But like I said, I've got backups and backups for backups. Maybe I just will stop buying backups. See how that simplifies my life. Schoolboy says old clothes from 5 years ago. Schoolboy, what's your name? Can I ask you? You don't have to share if you're not comfortable with it. Maybe you like me calling you schoolboy. I'm down with that. Is it Kyle? I wonder, or maybe it's just Kai. Old clothes from 5 years old. Yeah, my wardrobe is. I actually got this. It's a new, well, new to me. I got it at a thrift store. Well, it's a new shirt for me. But my wardrobe, I'm gonna start revamping it piece by piece. I don't mind wearing old clothes though, and I have no shame about shopping in thrift stores. Schoolboy Kai tries to be humble for the Lord. Right on, Schoolboy Kai. That's exciting. I think it's a beautiful thing and very exciting when we can humble ourselves to the Lord and even have whatever that means for us. I know not everybody here views their higher power as Lord, and this is an inclusive environment. Everyone is welcome here, regardless of how you view your power or if you even consider yourself to have one at all. That's not important to me. What is important to me is that we're all respectful of people's beliefs. And Schoolboy Kai, I think it's wonderful that you do your best to be humble. I also think on the flip side of that, it can be a healthy exercise to pat yourself on the back every once in a while, recognize a job well done when it's when it's well deserved. It's okay to recognize progress and be excited about it. Steve says, Tara, at first it was hard. I had to force myself, but eventually it became second nature and I enjoyed it. Be back, gotta do the dishes. Right on, Steve. I'm so glad that you stopped in tonight, and hopefully I look forward to hearing more from you. If you're just joining us, welcome in. My name's Tara. We're talking about excitement this evening. I've got a few more things to share about what I'm excited about, and people in the comments have been sharing what they're excited about. I want to hear from you. What are you excited about? What is really, really getting you going today? Kyle. Okay, Kyle. If I can call you Kyle, uh, are you cool with that, schoolboy? Or do you prefer schoolboy? Okay, so I told you about mopping. One thing that's not going to surprise you guys at all. Actually, I'm going to tell you this one afterwards. I'm going to tell you another thing. And if you've got, I want to hear what else you're excited about too. Please let me know what else you're excited about because I know there's got to be more. And if you need to take some time and use this space to get support through a struggle or a challenge you're having, do not think for a second that because we're talking about excitement that that's not welcome. I am so happy to provide support to you if you're going through something challenging. So I want you to know this is a safe space regardless of how you're feeling to get support. You don't have to be excited to hang out here. Okay, another thing I'm excited about, and I want to hear from you all. What are you excited about? Another thing I'm really excited about is work. I don't talk about this often on the channel, but I'm very excited. I'm going through a transitional time right now. And I've been, for the past several months, been receiving payments on a project that I completed in 2020. And that's been really, really fantastic to be able to receive those payments for a job well done back in 2020. Those payments are coming to an end this month. In fact, I already received the last one. And so I'm in this transition phase of transitioning into peer support now. And I'll be starting work at a center that we're opening downtown in my city, hopefully in April. We still have to get an approval from the city, but if we get that, we've already gotten several approvals, but we've got one more meeting that we have to get through. I'll be showing up and making a public comment on why it's important that we open this center. And then, God willing, and the creek don't rise, I will be working there. I've been volunteering there for the past year. I've been doing a lot of volunteering the past year, especially the past few months. Now I'm excited that I'll start getting paid, for my time. And that is very exciting to me. Uh, before before I was getting paid on the project I completed in 2020, I was delivering for Instacart. And I've been thinking, just like I've been thinking about doing some more deliveries in between now and starting that new job, especially if we don't open until May. I'll want to keep busy and start doing that. And speaking of which, well, we'll get to that. I'm going to make a note to get to that. So, anyways, I'm really, really excited about this new opportunity to serve my local community and offer. It's going to be a hybrid position. So, hybrid sort of welcoming committee, welcoming people into the center, helping them understand what resources we have available, and then hybrid with peer support. So if they want somebody to talk with while they're waiting to talk with whoever it is, whether it be case management, medical or mental health professionals, um, who else is going to be there? The labor force, like workforce, not labor force, workforce development, whatever it is that they're there for, I will be there to support them in getting connected with the right person and keeping them company while they wait to talk to whoever it is that they're waiting for. So to me, this is really exciting. I never thought that I would be excited to start a job like this, but I really, really am. I thought I would be sad when my project from 2020 stopped paying out, but I'm not. I'm actually looking forward to the next chapter. So, do you have something like that going on in your life? Do you have something that maybe you thought you'd never be excited about, but now that you're moving along in your recovery, you're like, things that this is how I feel anyways. I feel that things that weren't didn't used to be exciting to me before, or things that I never thought I would enjoy. It's like I have a different lens now. It's like somebody has cleaned off my glasses and I can see and I can enjoy. Or Tim, congrats on the job. How soon are you starting again? Yeah, so good question, Artem. We don't know exactly. I make the public comment, or we are going to be making the public comments on April 4th. So, I mean, I think we're pretty much ready to go with the center opening, given that the planning commission approves us using the building that we leased out for a navigation center. It could be as soon as the first or second week of April. It could be May. I don't think it's going to be later than May. I think it's going to be April or May. I'm hoping for April. That would just be perfect timing in terms of one chapter coming to a close and the next chapter starting. And thank you for the congratulations, Artem. Another thing that I'm excited about is now that I've got into my new place and am settling, I feel like I will be able to give myself permission to get back into the ocean and start surfing again, which y'all have been hearing me talk about it for months now, that it's something that I want to start engaging with again. March is the coldest month. The ocean is the coldest in March. After March, so like once April comes, once May comes, it's going to start getting a lot warmer. And I have my wetsuit is for the warmer weather. I would need to get additional equipment to be able to go out right now. Like I don't have a hood. I need thicker booties. I do have booties, but they're just not thick enough for right now. So I am so excited and sincerely grateful that I live in a place that I will be able to engage in this activity. I feel confident that I'm going to be able to stay clean and sober no matter who I run into. I feel confident that I'm going to be able to say no. And let me know, like, I'm curious about that too. Do y'all have situations or things that in your recovery you've been avoiding because you're protecting your sobriety? I can relate to that. And I'm curious if I'm not alone in that, because it's been one of the most challenging things for me in my sobriety to, first of all, feel like I'm worthy to go out and do these things, because I had to like get my life back. I had to essentially put my entire life back together and start from negative, not even zero, but negative. And now I'm getting to a place where I will be able to, which is very exciting to me. It's very exciting that surfing feels within reach. Well, I've got a couple more things to share with you that I think are exciting. The chat is pretty slow tonight, so we might end early. And I have a bomb to drop. It's big. So I appreciate that you're here. I appreciate you listening. And I appreciate that you all have been showing up. Well, Steve, you're just joining us for the first time. I Now that I'm getting ready to start this new job, and I have something that I'm very excited to announce, to share something that I'm building. I am spread a little bit too thin. So I've decided, and it's very difficult for me to deliver this information. I have decided to scale back my live streams from 2 days per week. I've been streaming on Mondays and Wednesdays around at 4:15 on Mondays and around 4:15 on Wednesdays. I'm not going to be streaming on Wednesdays anymore. I'm just going to stream on Mondays moving forward, effective immediately. Wednesdays, I was piggybacking off of Kevin for a while, and that was great. Kevin's not streaming anymore, and it's just taken a lot of energy to keep up both days. And I'll tell you something really exciting. Hey, Cosmic Christy, nice to see you. I'm glad you popped in. Artem, it's actually a philosophy channel in disguise, but I'm very serious about the gameplay too. I don't think anybody from your stream would be into it though. Your channel, Artem, is a philosophy channel in disguise. Well, we all knew that. That's not a secret. Cosmic Christie, I watch Let Plays. What's a Let Play? Educate me, Christy. So yeah, I've said pretty much what I need to say. I hope that it's not hurt. I don't think it will be heartbreaking to anybody. I've only been doing it for like 3 or 4 months at this point, I think. So effective immediately, I will not be here on Wednesday because I am taking on additional responsibilities and additional projects. One of them being something I'm really excited to tell you all about. Speaking of excitement, and Christy, since you're just joining us, what are you excited about? We've heard from people in the chat exactly what y'all are excited about. Slow day in the chat, so we're gonna wind up. We're gonna wind things up, wind things down, not wind up. We're gonna wind things down here after I tell you what it is that I'm gonna be working on instead of going live on Wednesday's period. Now, I want y'all to know that I will be available. I'm not gonna just disappear. I started doing one-on-one sessions. Right now I'm cash pay only, but I take my test to be able to bill through insurance on April 11th. And after I take that, I will be building my own agency, which I'm really, really excited about. So my goal, my vision is to be able to support people who have Medicaid and who cannot pay out of pocket, but who would really benefit from some peer support. So my ask to y'all is if you know anybody who could benefit from peer support, and I'm going to be making more content on what peer support is specifically, who could benefit from it, but insurance, Medicaid is going to be reimbursing me for my service. So nobody will have to pay out of pocket. I do offer cash pay services, but let's be real, the people who really need and will benefit the most from peer support are people who cannot afford it. So I'm working my tail off to pass this test so that I'll be able to offer my service to everybody. even if they cannot afford it. So again, if there's anybody that you, Rachel in the house, hey Rachel, and Steve's back. Cougar Town says it's a great day. Hey Cougar Town. Okay, Christy. Uh-oh, Artem, I think you skipped my comment before the last one. Okay, let me see. Artem, did it come through? Did you use dirt profanity again? Oh, you know what? I have it on top chat. I didn't. YouTube, come on, just give me the live chat. Let's see, Artem. Okay, so if I've had it on top chat. That's just the default that YouTube puts me on. So now I just switched it to live chat. Artem, thank you for pointing that out. It did not get blocked. I see it. And Artem says, okay, so I've been making hardcore Minecraft videos. The series is called Mundane World. I'm pretty excited about how it's going. My username is the channel name. I am proudly ignorant. Okay, so Artem, I had personally a hard time finding you when you first told me about your channel. So what I'm going to do for you is drop a link. Bear with me while I look for it. I am subscribed to a lot of people. Um, wow, I'm subscribed to a lot of people. I wish I could search. Let's see if I search. Maybe I can find you now since I'm subscribed. So let's take a look for proud. Oh, there we are. Okay, Artem, I just got a link for everybody, which means I lost the Discord link, but this is Artem's channel. He is just getting started, and his focus is on Minecraft videos, hardcore Minecraft videos. But I love supporting people in this community. That's what we do here. So he says it's actually a philosophy channel in disguise, but I'm very serious about the gameplay too. I don't think anybody for your stream would be into it though. Well, you just never know, Artem. You just never know. Let them be the judge of it. See, Christy's into it. She says it's a gaming thing where people play games and chat about random stuff generally. So Artem, maybe Cosmic Christy would be into your stuff. Cosmic Christy is excited about moving to the country. Cosmic, that's exciting. I didn't know you were moving. When are you moving? Gonna eat me a lot of peaches. That sounds like a good plan. And isn't that a lyric? It is a great day, Cougar Town. I agree. And Rachel in the house. Hey, Rachel. Hey, nice to see you, girlfriend. I hope you're doing okay today. What are you excited about today, Rach? Steve, what did I miss? Steve, it's hard for me to say, but you can always go back and watch the replay. We're really just talking about excitement in the house today. If you're just joining, welcome in. My name is Tara. I am an engineer turned certified peer support specialist. I support people in recovery from mental health conditions and substance misuse. Luke in the house. No, you're good, Rach. You don't have to apologize for being late. I know you've got a lot going on. Cougar Town says Minecraft is great for depression. See, Artem, people are into it. You've got a couple people in here. You got a couple people in here who are into it. Rach posted a link to my Clarity. Rach, thank you for the reminder. I have started offering sessions on Clarity one-on-one. It's cash pay only right now. I'm going through the process of starting my own agency. So y'all know I will be offering my service to people on Medicaid, Medi-Cal in particular to start, but I'll be branching out to different states as different states reach out to me. I'll be offering peer support specialist services for free. All you need to have is Medicaid to work with me, and I will work with you for free. Until then, which is probably going to be April, that I'm able to offer that service. I'm available on Clarity to offer one-on-one support, cash pay. So if you want to book a session with me, if you're able to pay cash and you're interested, feel free to go to Clarity, book a session. And if you are on state insurance like Medicaid, Medi-Cal, Access in Arizona, I would love to work with you. It would be an honor to work with you. I just have to finish starting my agency. So give me some time. I am working on it. Artem, I've watched other people find it with no problem. I don't get why some peeps seem to have a hard time. Perhaps they're misspelling it. No, Artem, I wasn't. I wasn't misspelling it. I think it's just the algorithm. I can find you now that I'm subscribed to you when I search, but I couldn't find it before. So if you're interested in Artem's new channel, he talks about Minecraft. I posted a link right there. And I wanted to tell you all, I haven't even plugged the Discord meeting yet. And since we are bear with me because I copied Artem's link. So I have to get the link to the Discord meeting. Okay, so I'm gonna drop a link for y'all in the chat. Oh, Rach posted the link. Okay, oh, you did. I see that. Okay, I hadn't gotten to that yet. Cosmic Christie just subbed to Artem. If anyone's into Minecraft or philosophy or mundane things, you might like it. Well, I'm into mundane things, Artem. Luke, what are you excited about? I haven't heard from you yet. Presidents of the USAC all have stuff in common. That's very exciting. Rachel says, "Hey boo, I'm excited. I made it through today and I'm excited to talk later." I hope we talk today, Rach. It's been a few days. It's been a few days. I'd be so psyched. So psyched to talk with you. Cosmic Christie loves all of the President's songs. Insurance billing coming soon. Exactly. I'm working on it. Yeah, Rach, I didn't even see you posted the Discord link. So if y'all are interested, we have been having the best, most intimate meetings on Discord on Thursday nights, 6 o'clock Pacific Standard Time or Pacific Daylight Time. I saw it called the other day. I was like, oh, I've seen it before, but I've never really thought of, can someone tell me what the difference between Pacific Standard Time and Pacific Daylight Time is? Like, why are there two different names for it? Anyways, it's a face-to-face meeting that we have on Discord every Thursday at 6 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. We start off, it's an hour-long meeting. We start off talking about a recovery topic. Everyone gets an opportunity to share if they want. If you don't want to talk, you don't have to. If you don't want to be on your camera, you don't have to. You can be voice only or just in the comments if you like. We have a really good time over there. A few weeks ago, we played games after the meeting. It was fun. We usually stay on for a little while after the meeting to chit chat, catch up, talk about other stuff. So usually non-recovery related, but sometimes it circles back to recovery too. Everyone's welcome. So love to see you there. And Rach, if I didn't tell you, thank you for posting all of those links. I really, really appreciate your support. Luke says, excited to breathe and be alive now and excited to road trip for the solar eclipse. That's right, Luke. You're going to see it in Texas, if I remember correctly. That is absolutely exciting. I'm really happy for you. I'm not going to be able to see the full thing. Is anybody else going to be able to see the eclipse coming up? And I think, was it today we had a lunar eclipse, or is that tomorrow we've got a lunar eclipse going on? Be there or else, says Rach, talking about the Discord meeting. Thursday, 6 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. Also, that link that Rach posted and that I posted shortly after expires after 7 days. So make sure you get that link now. Go join the server and then join us for the meeting on Thursday. You don't have to have that link to get in every time, by the way. It will expire after 7 days if you don't use it. But if you join the Discord, you don't have to have that link anymore. Luke, okay, I was wondering if it was something like that, Luke. Daylight time is when daylight savings is in effect. Okay, okay, Luke, so is it not Pacific, is it Pacific Standard Time when, like, in the fall then? Is that it's PST? So when I say Pacific Standard Time, that's not correct. It's Pacific Daylight Time now? It's good to know if that's the case. Steve, Tara, would you mind sharing a little bit about your sobriety story? I would love to hear it. I need to join that Discord. Steve, you are absolutely welcome to join the Discord. Just click the link. If you don't have Discord downloaded already, you'll need to come back and click the link again once you get it downloaded. So click the link, download it, and then click the link again to actually join the server. And in terms of your question, Steve, I can give you an abbreviated version about my sobriety story, because if I give you the full thing, we'll be here for hours. Long story short, I lived in my car for 5 years and ended up in a very, very dangerous situation. We're talking labor exploitation. We're talking borderline stalking. And I wasn't able to run away from this person that was following me because I wasn't getting paid from a job that I did. They owed me a bunch of money and they weren't paying me, and I couldn't afford to run away from this person who was following me, and I was living in my car. So I ended up asking for help, crying for help. I was a basket case. I was not okay. I wanted to stop smoking and drinking prior to this, but I just couldn't. I literally couldn't. I could not stay sober. I wanted to get sober so bad. I thought it might help me get out of the situation better, but I couldn't. Like, I couldn't stay clean. I actually stopped drinking alcohol prior to this because I knew it was a problem. It was kind of an experiment. Could not stop smoking weed though. Taking psychedelics. I was kind of garbage disposal. Anything that people gave me, I would take. Psychedelics. I went through a phase with cocaine as well, and could not get clean. So here I am in this horribly dangerous situation. I start crying out for help. It took 3 days. I actually tried going to a shelter 2 months prior to this, but I couldn't get in because I didn't have a California ID. So I cry for help, and I end up getting placed at a safe house. I put myself on a voluntary 23-hour hold at a crisis stabilization unit up in San Luis Obispo, and they sent me to a safe house from that point. At the safe house, they required my sobriety. I had to be clean and sober in order to live there, and I was desperate to not be on the street anymore because I was in danger. I did not think that I would make it 3 months clean and sober. And then I didn't, once I made it to 3 months, I couldn't believe it. I got clean and sober in AA. So y'all know, I spent the first 3 weeks cold turkey without anything, no support except for the support of the safe house, the director, which that really did help. She was trained in trauma, how to support people who've been through trauma. So that helped a lot to keep me sober the first few weeks. Then after that, I needed broader support. So she took me to my first meeting. For the first 14, 16 months, 18 months maybe. 16 is probably more accurate. 12-step AA in particular, even though I had stopped drinking on my own, the NA meetings were really poor in the area that I was. And so, and I had a curfew. They didn't have good meetings, good NA meetings um, within my curfew constraints. So I got clean and sober in AA, stayed clean and sober. Then I transitioned my second year of sobriety into focusing on my mental health. Once I hit a year, I felt really proud of myself, accomplished. I felt surprised that I had made it a year. Also realized that I needed to do some work on my mental health. And when I made that transition, I am sad to report that I got some sideways looks from the 12-step community. Medication's not a widely accepted thing in a lot of 12-step communities. Not all. I'm not making a blanket statement by any means, and every group is different. Every sponsor is different. But I started seeking out other recovery routes once I realized that mental health meds and 12-step don't really mix in some places. So that led me to the online community, the YouTube community, led me to my mental health treatment that I currently receive. And so that's basically, in a nutshell, without getting too detailed, my recovery story. I'm happy to report that today my life is getting a lot better. I have more options than I used to have. I'm not living in my car anymore. I just moved into this beautiful place, which I know it's not furnished yet, but I'm working on it. Getting ready to start a new job. I'm able to pay my bills. Was able to get approved for this place. And I don't have to worry about my safety anymore. I don't have to worry about much anymore. I've got furniture on its way. I eat good food every day. I don't have to set up my kitchen out of my car every time I want to cook something and worry about not being able to cook if it's too windy. I have so much to be thankful for today. So I hope that that answered your question. Jill in the house, Heather in the house. Hey, y'all, welcome in. Steve, that was the long story short. Perhaps I'll make some videos on the long story eventually. Really, really vulnerable thing. Steve says, what a story. So proud of you and how far you've come. Thank you, Steve. I appreciate that. I'm proud of myself. And I'm happy to report that I'm proud of myself. And it feels really nice to be recognized as having made some progress. Thank you. And thanks for asking. Luke, this morning the lunar eclipse happened, but it was cloudy here. Okay, I just totally missed that. Thanks, Luke. Jill says, hey guys, ghost listening as I'm driving around lost in the country. That sounds like fun, Jill. It's nice to see you always. Artem, if the weather will be good, I'll get to see the eclipse. Taking a trip with my family just to get to the sweet spot for it. Ooh, that's exciting. So Artem and Luke are doing some traveling to get to the eclipse. I'll be looking forward to hearing about that. Heather, hey, it's a full moon today, and yep, the lunar eclipse. Yes, ma'am. Heather's on spring break right now. She's psyched. Schoolboy Kai, Pacific Standard Time is when it starts at 6. Pacific Standard Time, it will be 8 p.m. or 2 p.m. in the East. Whoa. I'm not comprehending that, Schoolboy Kai. I think I need to think about that. I think you're talking about with respect to like GMT or something like that. I don't even know what that stands for. Luke, thank you for explaining that though, Kai. Kyle. Luke, probably, but I think people understand Pacific time. Maybe leave out the details. Yeah. Oh, that's a good idea, Luke. Just say Pacific time. All right. So 6 o'clock Pacific time, Discord, be there. Thursday. That's tomorrow. Or no, it's Monday. Excuse me. That's not tomorrow. Thursday. If y'all didn't catch it earlier, I'll repeat myself because we had a few more come in. Welcome in. If it's your first time here, I'm so glad you're here. If you're returning, I've got an update for you. I am no longer going to be streaming on Wednesdays. It's going to be Mondays only. So Mondays at 4:15 and the Discord meeting on Thursday. If you want to book an appointment with me, I will be available for sessions. Just we got to find a time that will work for both of us. And I will be available on Wednesdays. I just won't be streaming anymore. Got a lot of projects going on right now, and I want to do really, really well at all of them. And I also want to be able to be present with you when I'm here and not burn my candle at both ends. So thank you for understanding, and thanks for showing up. It's super fun, and I love live streaming with you. Kyle says, because Pacific Standard Time is like LA time or time in the Northwest region. Right. Yeah, I saw it called LA time too. Pacific. Pacific makes sense to me. Freedom in the house. Hey, Freedom. Nice to see you. What are you excited about? And if you haven't answered this question yet, Heather, I think I'd be looking forward to your question. What are you excited about? Is there anything that you're excited about? Freedom, what are you excited about? Cougar Town, did you tell me what you're excited about? If you're not excited about anything and it makes you cringe to hear about excitement, you're probably not still here. But I am curious to hear from you. What are you going through? If you don't want to talk about excitement, why not? Tell me what's going on. We are here to support you. I know it can be overwhelming to talk about stuff publicly also. So if you want to talk in a more private setting, I am available for one-on-one sessions via Clarity. There's a link in the chat that Rachel posted. There's a link in the description. You can book a session with me. In the future, within the next month or so, I'm hoping to be able to offer Medicaid sessions for people who have Medi-Cal and other Medicaid out-of-state insurance policies, because I will be able to bill your insurance. You won't have to pay $1 out of pocket. I'm really looking forward to being able to offer that service to you. So my mind just went blank. It went blank. I'm not there yet. I can't do insurance pay only at this point, but I can do cash pay. So if you're interested in booking a session with me, please do. Looking forward to it. Cougar Town, I'm proud you made it through so many months of being clean and sober. Cougar Town, do you know on next Tuesday, I think it is if that's the 2nd, on April 2nd, which is just like 1 or 2 days over a week from today, I will be 3 years clean and sober. And I really, truly cannot believe it, but I can all at the same time. Rach, very proud of you. Thanks, Rach. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of every single one of you. You're taking the time to be here. You're putting effort into your recovery. You're putting effort into your mental health and your well-being. And I appreciate you for being here. Thank you so much. So happy for you, Tara. You did the work. Heather, so stoked to rest, not rage this spring break. That is exciting, Heather. I'm happy for you. Rest is so much better when you're not loaded or hungover, hey? Rach dropped the link for the Discord again. So, and the clarity, Rachel dropping links. Rachel's the link queen. So if you're just joining and you didn't hear the plug for the Discord meeting, I'll say it again. First of all, welcome in. Every Thursday night, we have a Discord meeting. It's face to face. You don't have to be on camera. You can be on voice only, or you can just be in the chat. We spend an hour talking about a recovery topic. And then we transition. Some people stay after the meeting, some people roll out, but we really do enjoy each other's company and talk about other things. Or maybe we'll have a continuation of the conversation we were having during the Thursday night Discord meeting. So 6 o'clock Pacific time, Thursday night. I hope to see you there. We all hope to see you there. We've been having a few more people every week come out. I don't know if it's going to be that way this week with people traveling, but if it's a more intimate group, that's welcome too, because then we get to talk more. And I love it because when I do these live streams, I love that too. But I like the Discord meeting quite a bit in a different way because I get to see your face. Most people do it on face. I get to hear your voice. It's not just me talking and reading your comments. It's like we actually get to have a real conversation. So I look forward to you clicking that Discord link and joining us on Thursday. And then also, as I mentioned earlier, I started doing sessions one-on-one on clarity. So if you care to pay cash and want a one-on-one session with me, I'm open for business at this point in time. If you have Medicaid or state insurance, I will be available for you hopefully in April. It might be later, but stay tuned because that is my number one goal right now is to pass this test, which I scheduled for April 11th. And then after that, I will be looking forward to booking sessions and nothing will come out of your pocket. I will bill your insurance. They will reimburse me. Nothing comes out of your pocket and you will get one-on-one peer support sessions with me. And it'll be an honor for me. Cougar Town. I aspire to be like you, Tara. Oh, Cougar Town, that's sweet. Casey in the house. Hey, Casey, nice to see you. How are you doing? Cougar Town's excited about everything that goes on. That is exciting. I'll be excited when I get my computer plugged in because my battery is going to die if I don't. Cougar Town's a happy Swede. I am happy for you that you're happy, Cougar Town. That's really good news. Glad you're here. Nice to see you again. Cougar Town's got very few life problems. Well, that's a really good place to be, Cougar Town. How do you manage to keep very few life problems? Tell me the answer to that. But I do feel everyone has struggles some days, says Cougar Town. Oh, absolutely, Cougar Town. Absolutely. That's the part of the spice of life, right? If we didn't have the spiciness, we wouldn't enjoy the sweetness. Or like Rach screen name, I love the sweet and salty thing. If we didn't have the salt, how would we enjoy the sweet? Oh, and sometimes the balance of both of those things, like salted caramel chocolate, oh, so good. The balance. That's an important part. Just happy to be here, says Cougar Town. Spring hiking and camping. Freedom's excited about spring hiking and camping. That's right. Cougar Town, I'm excited about music festivals. Ooh, that sounds fun. And Casey in the house. Always nice to see you, Casey. I'm so glad you're here. Did I ask you, Casey, what are you excited about? How much out of pocket, says Casey. Casey, it's $1 per minute if you book with me on Clarity, but if you've got state insurance, it's going to be free, nothing out of your pocket once I pass that test on April 11th. So I'm going to have to put some additional work into it in order to become my own agency and offer the service. But if people are um, wanting to pay cash, it's $1 per minute on Clarity. Casey, um, we all okay. Casey says, I know we all have our thoughts on the lunar eclipse, April 8th. I saw a YouTube video on it. Crazy. I suck at typing. It's okay, Casey. I get more or less what you're saying. Yeah, I think April 8th. April 8th, I think is it the 7th or the 8th? I'm not You're probably right. It's probably the 8th. I believe you. Artem says the Discord meeting has been great. Join us. Who's planning on seeing the lunar eclipse? Or not the lunar eclipse, that was this morning, the solar eclipse on April 8th. I think Casey's correct. Cougar Town, I love it here. Tara always got the motivational speech for all of us. Well, thanks, Cougar Town. I appreciate that. It has been a pleasure showing up for y'all and being able to offer something that hopefully feels motivational to you. I don't always feel that way, to be honest. Sometimes if you go back to my earlier sessions, you'll see the struggle was real, but I have had many breakthroughs the past few months and I'm feeling pretty solid these days. I'm happy to report. Cougar Town, it's deep and comforting. I'm so glad you think so, Cougar Town. Straight talker, Karen in the house. Hey, Karen, nice to see you. Nice to see you. Cougar Town. Oh, Casey says, hey guys, thanks. Casey, we're so glad you're here. I'm really proud of you for showing up. Cougar Town, I always accepted help. That is what I did. Okay, so Cougar Town was able to stay clean and sober by accepting help. And I can so relate to that. I think support is one of the most critical pieces of recovery. And that is why I am honored to be a peer support specialist, a certified peer support specialist these days. It's been a journey to get to the point where I had something to give. I love it though. It feels so good to finally be able to serve the community, to show up, to contribute to society. It's so rewarding. And I'm happy that you're all here to share that, to be here to support each other, to hear what makes us all excited. What a beautiful topic to discuss. Cougar Town, that's just my method. Cougar Town, that's my method too. Support, support, support. And there's two parts to that, you know, there's asking for help and there's accepting help. Because we can ask for help, we might not accept it. Maybe we don't ask and someone offers, are we going to accept it? I like Cougar Town how you said accept help. Accept help. Amen. Karen, I'm so happy for you, Tara. Congrats on all your accomplishments, including your upcoming sobriety birthday, babe. Thank you. Thank you, Karen. April 2nd. It's coming. It's coming quick. I think, y'all, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. We won't know until we get there, but I think I might just make it. Yeah, Rach. Casey, depends on the session time. You got this, Tara. Thanks. Thank you, Casey. Thank you. I'm holding a space for you too, Casey. I really believe in you. I am honored that I got to see your face for the first time the other day. That was so nice. And you have such an energy about you. I hope you know that you added a lot of value to our meeting the other day. Rach is behind. Casey, you don't have to apologize. Karen, I'm doing okay, still working with Kaiser, and I'm feeling better though. I've developed the stupid flu. Well, Karen, I think it's wonderful that you're working with Kaiser. I really, really think that it was okay. Let me rephrase this because ultimately it does not matter what I think in terms of seeking out medical health professionals, though, to support us when we need it. Um, I can get behind that and say, I really do think that it's a good decision. Like, I can say that's a good decision. With other things, it's not necessarily my place or my business to be like, I think that's a good idea, right? Because ultimately it's about what you think. In this case, I am really proud of you for taking measures to safeguard your medical and mental health and getting support from Kaiser. I'm sorry that you have the flu though. That stinks. A lot of people are getting sick right now. Maybe because of the weather change. Cougar Town, helping others makes us happy. Yes, indeed. That's one concept that I took from 12 step, 12th step, that 12th step. It's a really important one. But what I saw is really common in 12 step for people to start at step one and then jump to step 12 and think that they can negate 2 through 12 or 2 through 11. And I certainly don't want to indicate that the 12 steps are the way to go. I'm just saying that it's something that in my journey, it was a part of my journey. And something I observed is that people try to cut out all of that hard work in the middle, and it never ends well. I've never seen anybody pull that off successfully over a period of time. Got a clean house. Straight talker, regarding your one-on-ones, do you do as needed appointments as well? I absolutely do as needed appointments. My therapist has done it for me, and I am so happy to pay it forward. So yes, I do regularly scheduled meetings and as needed if needed. Yep. And that's the case for cash pay and for insurance. Once I open the doors for insurance as well, that will be the case. Scheduled and as needed, if needed. Cougar, yeah, I was offered help. I accepted it. And it made a difference, Cougar Town. You're here with us. You're clean and sober because you accepted help. That is a job well done. Maddie Tara, I don't know how to tell you this. I know you're having a brand new queen size bed delivered, but the warehouse said they accidentally spilled orange juice on it. So for those of you who are just joining, this comment is going to make absolutely no sense. Perhaps I could make a video about that, actually, explaining the orange juice thing. So stay tuned for that. Some of you have already heard the orange juice story. I feel like I could make it, I could even expand on things more and make it more juicy, if you will, if I made a separate video. I got so many videos on deck, my head's spinning, y'all. Cougar Town, I'm more or less clean today. Cougar, it's up to you to define what your recovery means. So if you're more or less clean, to me, that's cool with me. It's whatever you're comfortable with. Whatever you're comfortable with, I support you in that. Steve Gonzalez, Matt, LOL. So Steve, I don't think you've heard the story yet, unless you watched some of the old live streams between last night and now, but I'll tell the story. I haven't been putting out videos for the past couple months, actually. It's been really hard for me to do videos because I've had so much going on. But now that I'm not going to be streaming on Wednesdays, I'm just going to be streaming on Mondays at 4:15. I'll have some time, some extra time for one-on-ones and also to create some video content for y'all. Brian Lane in the house. Hey, Brian. Brian hopes everyone here is having a great day. Thanks, Brian. I hope the same thing for you. Brian, you want to tell us what you're excited about? And if anybody hasn't shared yet, tell us what you're excited about. That's the topic of today's discussion. And it's not a discussion without you. Rach, I have to step out for a few minutes. I'll be back if you guys haven't landed the plane. Right on, Rach. We might land the plane here pretty soon, but it just depends. If y'all have a lot to say, let's see. Have I shared everything that I have to share? More or less. More or less. Similar to Cougar Town, more or less. So if y'all have things that you want to share, please feel free. If you're excited about something, if you thought about something new that you're excited about, I want to hear about it. We all want to hear about it. That's why we're here. Casey, I don't think my space bar is working well. Is your space bar stuck, Casey? Maddie wants to go to Cougar Town. Where exactly is Cougar Town? Well, that's a good question, Maddie. Yeah, Maddie's got a good sense of humor, Steve. Cougar Town was a TV show of some type. That's where I took the name from. A TV show of some type. Okay. Casey, I have to learn to press the space bar on laptop. Is that because you're used to texting, Casey, and you don't have to press the space bar? Job well done. Yes, Cougar Town. Casey got another job. Woo! Casey, congratulations. Can I ask what job you got? It seems like since your dental work, things have really gotten better for you. And maybe that's not the milestone, but from my perspective, it's made things a lot easier for you. Is what it looks like, is what I'm saying. And congrats. I'm curious as to what you're doing, Casey. And if you're not comfortable sharing it in the public forum, I totally get it. Discord, it's more intimate, or we could talk on a one-on-one basis too. Um, I'm just really curious about what you're doing, Casey. And I'm so excited for you. Working again, exciting. Yeah, Casey, that is exciting. I think it's wonderful when we get to a point where we can be excited about work, because that's not always something like in my um, recovery. I haven't always been excited about work, but my journey has brought me through a series of steps, not the 12 steps. I'm not talking about the 12 steps, but it's been a journey for me to get to where I am today, which is a place where I'm excited to engage in the work that I'm doing, and that feels really fulfilling. Mikey in the house. Hey, Mikey, nice to see you. Welcome in. Brian, I'm just excited to be here, alive another day, strong from my rebirth. What a beautiful way to look at things, Brian. I am excited that you're here and alive as well. The rebirth thing is deep. Casey, I have to press hard. I don't know, LOL. Casey, home health care again. Right on, Casey. That's awesome. It takes a very special type of person to do that type of work. I hope you keep up the hard work, friend. Casey, that's all I really know is nursing. Again, mad kudos, Casey. I mean, serious kudos. It takes a special person to do that. Maddie, rats, you look a little bit more tan than usual. Well, I'm starting to spend a little more time outside than usual. Rara, not rats. My name spells A-rat backwards. I had some friends that used to call me A-rat. Artem, Tara, thanks for the stream. It's been great. I got to get going. Everybody have a good night. Artem, always nice to have you in the chat. I hope you have a good night, friend, and hope to see you Thursday. Again, folks, I will not be here on Wednesday. I don't mean to have it be a rude, sort of abrupt thing that I won't be here on Wednesday, but I just can no longer sustain live streaming on both Mondays and Wednesdays. So I may go live randomly from time to time, but I will definitely be here on Monday, 4:15. That is my promise to you. And moving forward, no live streams on Wednesdays, but the Discord meeting stands. Let me drop a link to that Discord meeting for you. If you're just joining, welcome in. I'm so glad you're here. My name's Tara. I'm a peer support specialist and engineer, and I specialize in serving people with substance misuse and mental health conditions. We have a really great face-to-face meeting on Thursday nights at 6 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. I was about to say just Standard Time. And it would be great to have you there. You do not have to have your camera on. You're more than invited to come in on just voice or in the chat, but we would love to see your face. I love to see people's faces because when I stream, I just see your chat. So it would be great to see you all there. I would love to see everybody that's in the chat right now in the Discord this week. That would be awesome. So Thursday night, 6 o'clock Pacific time. Brian, just excited to just keep working on myself day by day too. Brian, that's a huge accomplishment. I think with an attitude like that, I think you've got really good things in your future. Casey says, yep, you have to enjoy what you do, 100%. Desperado Avocado, found this in your recommendation. Desperado Avocado, nice to see you. Welcome in. I'm so glad you're here. What are you excited about today? We've heard from a lot of different people. There's a lot of exciting stuff going on. What are you excited about? And I know in a new environment, you just found us. Maybe you're not ready to share what you're excited about, or maybe you're not excited about anything, in which case I want you to know that it's okay. And I'm glad you're here. Casey wishes she could surf some waves with me. Casey, that would be amazing if that was a reality. I like to think that the fact that we're dreaming about it means that it could be a reality someday. And as a matter of fact, I have been contemplating building my agency up to be recreational therapy type of agency where I bring people out to do things like that, like rock climb and surf, things that have brought me solace and contributed to health and wellness in my life. So you never know, maybe one of these days it will actually happen. Cougar Town, I love the name backwards. It sounds so fun. A-Rat. Hope to see you again soon. Know you're all loved. Right back at you, Casey. Right back at you. Brian, never tried going live yet. May try one soon. Brian, I highly recommend it. Super fun. Maddie, I was born in the year of the rat, according to the Chinese. I wonder what year I was born. I think the ox. I'm not sure. Maddie, no Wednesday. Well, that's just great. What the H am I supposed to do now? Yeah, Maddie, it's just with everything new that I'm working on, it is too much to manage. I haven't posted a video in months. I've been going live, but I have not been posting videos, and it has not fared well for my desire to grow and to connect with more people who could benefit from the service that I provide. So I'm not trying to blow this channel up to like even, I really, I'm not trying to blow up. Like, I don't even want to drop a number because I want it to stay intimate. I want to be able to manage the chat. Like when people get really big, it's hard to manage the chat. But I also realize that in order to really make waves in the world, that I'm going to have to put myself in front of more people. And in order to maximize the bandwidth that I have to give, I do want to grow. So in order to achieve that, I have to balance things out. So Maddie, I do apologize. Know that it's nothing personal. I love being here with y'all. It's just a decision that had to be made. I trust that you'll find something fun to do. And I'll still be here on Mondays, Maddie. And there's the Thursday night Discord meeting, and it would be great to see you there. Casey, you're so beautiful, Tara. Keep being you. Likewise, Casey. I echo that and mirror that right back at you. Maddie and Lion Tamer. Cougar backwards says Cougar Town is Ragwalk. Casey, you're so real. It's such a pleasure to be able to show up and be authentic because I haven't always felt like I could do that. And it feels liberating to show up and just be me and to have y'all be here in the chat. That's really nice. Casey, I said good night. Sorry. Casey, I hope you have a great night, friend. We're landing the plane here, so we're just wrapping up. If you have something else that you want to get off your chest, something else that you're excited about, I certainly want to hear about it as we land the plane here. Otherwise, I'm going to kind of tell you what my vision is because the channel is going to be changing a little bit. So we'll finish with that. Karen, I bet your parents are so proud of you. They are, Karen. They've seen me go through a lot of different stages, obviously, and they are proud. And that makes me happy. Casey, let me know that I can be me too. Thanks. Casey, it's my honor. Seriously, it's my pleasure. Watching you go through your journey on your terms brings me so much joy. I only hope that other people get to experience what that feels like, to be able to support someone in finding their truth and finding what works for them. And again, Casey, it's an absolute pleasure. Brian says, I understand too about having to put yourself out to more people. I'm kind of probably having to do the same. And I stepped out of the comfort zone, starting some videos with messed up teeth. Brian, I think you're wonderful the way that you are. I think I just think you're wonderful the way you are. And I don't think anything's messed up about you at all. Casey says, thank you. Yeah, y'all. So we kind of talked about a little bit about what changes you can expect to see on the channel. No more live streams on Wednesdays, more videos that I'll be putting out. So if y'all ever have any ideas or requests for videos, I've got a lot on deck that I'm going to be pumping out here in the next little while. Now that I'm not going to be going live on Wednesdays, I'll have time and energy to be able to put into creating content for you. Also, I have been focusing quite a bit on where my mental health was when I started this channel. I focused a lot on the depression piece and on my ketamine treatment. And you can expect to see a ketamine update video from me because it's been quite some time since I've done one of those. So I want to do one of those and then let the ketamine treatment series be what it is for a while. I'm going to be shifting my focus, though, into showing what recovery has done for me. because I've focused for a long time in the beginning, which I mean, I haven't been doing this long. It's only been it's been like what, 5 months or something since I've been doing this. But I have focused a lot on the problem that I had and what I have done in order to um, treat and move through that phase of my life. And now I feel like I have, um, I wouldn't say that I'm recovered completely in terms of my mental health because I'm still undergoing treatment. In terms of substance misuse, though, I have certainly come a long way in my recovery and am in a completely different space than I was for those early videos. So you can expect to start seeing videos about the progress that's been made and what recovery, how it's affected my life, and the things and things is a good way to generalize it that I am able to do today as a function of my recovery. I also am going to be doing interviews. I have a really great interview lined up. We haven't set a date on it yet, but stay tuned. I've got a couple of interviews actually lined up where we need to set dates. So you'll start to see interviews on my channel. I'm not sure if we're going to go live or if we're going to do a video. That's TBD. But lots of good stuff coming around the bend. I'm not going anywhere. I'm just getting started. But just know that me not going live on Wednesdays anymore does not mean you're going to be seeing less content from me. It actually means the opposite. You're going to start seeing a lot more from me because I'll have time to create for you. So let's see what comments. Cougar Town, it's great to see people recovering. Yes, it is. I agree. Cougar Town, it's beautiful. It is beautiful. It's why I show up. I love it. It is beautiful. Brian Lane, thanks. I'm just saying my teeth, everyone can see in the video, and had a lot of comments with that meth word in them. I just ignore those. Brian, you're not alone. I get a lot of hate. Well, I shouldn't say I get a lot of hate. That's not true. I get a lot of really nice comments, but things have happened on live streams. If you know, you know. Like I have had some really challenging moments, and it just comes with the territory. If you're being trolled or if people are saying negative things about you, just know it's not about you. It is about them. If someone's going to come on your channel, your platform, your space, and say negative things about something like that, they must be not only incredibly unhealthy, but incredibly insecure in themselves. So the problem is not with you, Brian. The problem is with them. Brian, doesn't really bother me anymore. I know one day I'll most likely get my teeth fixed. Well, you have my full support in getting your teeth fixed, Brian. I just want you to know that you're not alone in people coming on and saying mean things, because people do that to creators in general. When it started happening to me, I started talking to other creators, people who were doing similar things as me, and asking, hey, have you experienced this? And they're like, someone said to me, you've been baptized. You've been baptized. It happens to everybody that shows up and makes themselves vulnerable on social. People, keyboard warriors, they're hiding behind a screen. They say things they would never say to you in person, and or to me anyways. I can only speak from my experience, but it's not just me. When I started talking about it with people like you're doing now, I realized it's not just me. We all have to deal with it. It's unfortunate, but it's not you. It's unhealthy, disturbed people who do things like that. Casey, Brian, is that your partner, Casey? You're not talking about Brian Lane, I don't think. I think you're talking about your partner. I'm not sure if I'm correct on that. Brian, it's a reflection of themselves. Exactly. Brian, there's something that is deeply disturbed about people who would come on and make a comment about something physical about someone. That's just inappropriate, unacceptable, and I hope you blocked them. Maddie, I can't believe Tara's dumping me on Wednesday. After all we've been through, she just used me and threw me away like a parking ticket. Maddie, no, that is not true. I'm not going anywhere. I'm just going to be doing other things on Wednesdays. I'm going to be making videos for you so you'll have something to take with you and carry with you throughout the rest of the week. And Maddie, the invitation stands. We are going to be there on Thursday night. Maddie, can I ask you a question? I'm going to wait for your response here while we land the plane. Can I ask you a question about Discord? Casey, I was talking to Brian trying to help. Oh, I see, Casey. You were saying Brian. It bothers you a lot. It bothers you a lot that somebody would say that to him. Okay, gotcha. I was like, there's no way that she's saying Brian bothers her. That's how I read it at first, but I see now what you were saying, Casey. And Maddie did not respond. So I'm guessing he's not comfortable with me asking him a question about Discord, which is totally fine. I won't then. But I will remind y'all that on Thursday, we are having a Discord meeting at 6 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. I know I've said it ad nauseum, but if you're just joining us, I want you to know that you're welcome. We will be there. And I am also, as we land the plane here, I am now offering one-on-one sessions, both cash pay, and in the future, I will be accepting insurance where nothing will come out of your pocket or the person that I serve. So if you've got somebody in mind who could benefit from a peer support specialist, and that is another thing I will be creating content with, because it's come to my attention that some people aren't aware of what a peer support specialist is, the value that we provide, and that's valid. So I will be creating some educational content about what we can offer, why we are so helpful to people, and the benefits that come with working with somebody like me. So look out for that. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to share this stuff with you. And Casey, Matt, you're loved. You're loved too. Good night, everyone. 100%, Maddie. I'm so glad you're here. And you won't be alone, Maddie. I'll still be here on Mondays for the live stream. And have a good night, Casey. Okay, y'all. Well, this is what I have for this evening. So as we land the plane here, I just want y'all to know that it has been an absolute pleasure speaking with you. Always is. I love you all very, very much. Seriously, I cannot express enough gratitude to people who show up to these things constantly. It means a lot. And if you're just joining us for the first time, you are in such good company, and we're looking forward to getting to know you better. Casey coming in with the hugs and kisses. Jill says, love you too, Tara. Jill, love you so much, girlfriend. And I love you all very, very much. And look at that, 17 likes. I did not even see that coming. When did that happen? Is that real? That might be a record. That's exciting on a live stream. So again, thank you all very much. Good things to come in the future. Looking forward to it. I'm excited. And you are all amazing, Cougar Town. Karen, love you too, sweetheart. Cougar Town, thanks, Tara. 100% my pleasure. And I will talk to you soon. Brian Lane, one last comment I'll get in before. Says, wish everyone here a blessed night. Gonna go eat dinner. Brian, enjoy that dinner. I need to do the same. Thanks, Casey. Talk to y'all soon.